Hi, it's 975 and welcome to Elite Dangerous on the Legacy version on Xbox. And today I'm covering again the story of the PGLN squadron. Commander Owen, their leader, has been upsetting people, and I went up to their space to see what it was all about, and I couldn't find Owen or any of the other ones I wanted to kill. The only one I could find was Baz T, who seems like a cool dude, but he did get wrecked for coming out in a torp ship. Torp ships are just rude, but Owen really and truly has been setting a standard for upsetting, well, you know. Everyone! Honestly, the guy has managed to really upset. I've never seen Communist Interstellar get upset with somebody so much. Apparently he's been around discourse claiming he's, linked with them, which he isn't. They disavow him completely. PGLN is this weird little squadron. I think they're gaining in numbers, but we will cover that in this video, because I don't trust the numbers. Because as I couldn't get near Owen, I decided to set someone to it who is, well, a snake. Yeah, once Pirate Orc heard there was going to be a list of naughty people in the game being kept by this Owen character, he decided he wanted to be on it. So it was easy enough to persuade Orc to do me a favour, do me a solid, and join up with this squadron and get the job done. See if we can finally kill this combat logger and show him the rebuy screen properly. Now, Pirate Orc always loves these sort of sneaky missions, and he decided to start off by faking some communications with himself on his alt account. This, unfortunately for Orc, does blow his alt account wide open, but it's not the first time. This is the same alt account that he used to sneak into Yo Eminence's discords. It's one of his multiple accounts, so I'm sure he's not worried too much about me exposing this one. Last time he got banned from a squadron, he used one of his other alts to let him back in a squadron, so, he's good at evading these sort of things. He's very good at sneaking around and being a snake, because it's what he does. I mean, how he persuades people to let him kill them, I will never know. And, yeah, he's stolen so much coin in this game from just persuading people to give it to him in return for lies and weirdness. But yeah, Orc got set about making friends with Owen and convincing me he was going to do good by him. Now, Owen thinks that I was in league with Tango X Pilot when I came down to this area of space looking for him, which I wasn't. Hence why I go straight after the Grom supporting guy here. Now, if you did notice, my ship was about 2,000 degree heat, so I will show a little clip at the end of showing me going back to the station. I survived that fine. 2,000 is rookie numbers, really. I mean, people get worried about heat, but it's not that big an issue. But I did see this guy who happened to be Celestial Light Brigade when I was down hunting Owen, and that's an old score that, just had to get a message and a quick kill. Yeah, this is purely a power play kill. He's a Grom supporter, Celestial Light Brigade. For those reasons alone, he deserved to die. So, and yeah, my frag condo was getting itchy. Trigger finger syndrome after not being able to kill Baz T and his vet. Yeah, so Crusader makes friends with the PGLN squadron and joins them, and spends some time flying with them and befriending them. And yeah, that's never a good idea to let a snake into your midst. Now, you will notice this is part 1 of part 2, because part 2 is just the classic response. Whenever we get a kill on a combat logger, there's a piece of music that I use which is not copyright friendly. Enya deserves the money, and there's nothing funnier than watching a combat logger die in slow motion to Enya playing. It's become a tradition on my channel, and I love rolling it out, and there's no better victim for it than Owen, who's been trying to persuade people to block up upwards of 30 commanders in this game, and telling people that it's fine to log on anyone you think is a ganker. It's genius. He doesn't think power play is legitimate, he doesn't think piracy is legitimate, he doesn't think anything's legitimate. Anyone who does PvP in his mind is a ganker. He's the most self-entitled, self-important person I think I've ever come across on this game. But don't worry, he's got a job because you haven't, obviously, because you don't cheat. Anyone who's got a job would have to cheat. I've managed to hold down a job the entire time I've been playing Elite Dangerous, including during the preview program, but I've never cheated once. It's a miracle. Yeah, these people, it's a bit weird, and they're a bit self-important and self-entitled, and Orc plays straight into that. So, you know, he does a very good job of getting involved, getting in the squadron. And I gotta say, Owen has brought this on himself. He's upset so many people, he's annoyed so many people, and then he set about saying he's going to create a list of gankers. This is a really dumb idea, because what happens when you set about a list of gankers? Owen would know this if he'd been in the game a while. IED did this, and you know what we all competed on? Trying to get to #1 spot. Between if you're pirates, bad guys, gankers, griefers, you name it, anyone who considers themselves to be having a bit of fun in this game, we want to get that #1 spot. So we're all going to do horrible things to your squadron just for the fun of it, just because you've got a ranking of how bad we are. Oh my lord. I mean, they call that a gank, even though it's a purely legit power play kill. But yeah, I don't think Owen really considered the ramifications of taunting people and telling lies about people that were no longer playing the game. Because, yeah, they were all going to come back to the game and introduce themselves to you personally and try and hunt you down and kill you. And as to my beam de lance, yeah, it survived no problem at all against after the torpedo attack, and limped back to port with a nice amount of hull left. But if you want to see what happens in part 2, follow the snake as he slivers into their squadron to do what he does best. And I will let Orc take away part 2. It's purely a tribute to how snaky the snake can be. That's all. Thank you very much for watching.